Good evening, everybody. Today we are on the day 78 of Being Heartful Every Day, a joyful adventure program. This program has been running successfully for 12 weeks. Now this is the 12th week going on. And what we are looking at today, the quality for the week is enthusiasm. To start off the program, let me introduce myself. My name is Prasanna Krishna. I'll be facilitating today's evening session. So a very hearty welcome to all of you. Let's go through this program together. So we are on the evening program starting at 8:50 and continuing it up to 9:15 today. And before we start the program, a very gentle reminder that we should put in every effort to circulate the information on master classes, at least to one or two of our associates who are not started Heartfulness still, but may be willing to do it. So please, let's all check our memory and circulate the information regarding master classes to all associates whom we know. Also, this program Being Heartful Every Day is being extremely well received by a lot of people. So if there are practitioners of heartfulness who are already doing this but not part of this program, please do circulate this information to them. With this, we move to the inspirational reading part. Today we will be reading a user guide to living, part 3. So basically, this is about uniting humanity. I think this is going to be something very interesting. I'll start the reading. Daji continues his series on daily living and human transformation. In this article, he introduces the second principle of the user's guide, the science of filling the heart with love through prayer, the connecting link that unites everything in the universe. In part 2, he introduced 5 key elements of self-development and the 10 universal principles that provide a roadmap to fulfilling life. So, this is what we are looking at. The practice being the core. How do we develop values? How our behavior from being to doing. He puts us somewhere from there. How do we do things? How do we take leadership when developing self and others? And how do we continuously improve ourselves and those around us? So I think in many sessions we have gone through these diagrams. So I'll not spend too much time on it. Let's move to the actual. Again, this diagram talks about what is the practice, the principles 1, 2, and 3. 4 and 5 talk about essential values. 6, 7, 8 talk about behavior and doing. And finally, 9 talks about leadership, and 10 talks about continuous improvement. Around the time Babuji was writing the 10 maxims, World War II was raging in full swing, taking in its wake tens of millions of precious lives. In addition to young soldiers on both sides of the conflicts, millions of innocent lives were taken as a result of ethnic hatred and religious bigotry. Meanwhile, in India, the country was being torn apart by raging religious fanaticism. Pained by this mindless and monstrous atrocity of person killing person in the name of God and religion, Babuji declared, God is not to be found within the fold of a particular region or sect. He is not confined within the certain forms, nor is he traced out from within the scriptures. We have to seek for him in the innermost core of the heart. Through this cry of anguish, though this cry of anguish fell on deaf ears at that time, it has become one of the defining phrases of a universal movement that wholeheartedly embraces all religions and faith without distinction. Babuji envisioned that the movement that started as a mere trickle would sweep the world and lay the foundation of a world based on spirituality defined by love and unity. At that time, nobody could even visualize that many spiritual organizations and movements would come together. Yet, we have already witnessed this starting. It's only the beginning. This silent revolution is slowly and surely transforming human consciousness. In Babuji's experience, God is ever-abiding. God is the ever-abiding eternal presence in the heart of every being, endowed with faculties of self-reflection and awareness. We humans have the capacity to realize the presence within ourselves. That simply happens by refining the mind, by removing all the complexities and impurities that we have acquired. It also happens as a result of purifying the heart of all desires and passions that weigh it down. To enable this, he created the heartfulness practices of meditation, cleaning, and prayer. The second principle explains the vital importance of prayer, how it is to be done, to whom we should address the prayer, and finally, what is the outcome and the end of the state of prayer. He summarized this principle as follows. Begin your meditation with a prayer for spiritual elevation. Begin your meditation with a prayer for spiritual evolution. Offer your prayer in such a way that your heart is filled with love. I'll repeat that. Begin your meditation with a prayer for spiritual elevation. Offer your prayer in such a way that the heart is filled with love. So, prayer redefined. In most religious traditions, prayer is offered to appease a deity, to ask for something, or to get protection from evil. God is seen as someone outside, sitting in an imaginary heaven. The spiritual understanding is quite different. The absolute, the source of everything, is inside us. In fact, it is the center of everything, including every atom. Before creation, there was only the source. When we emerged from the source and took the present form, we started identifying ourselves with the material world. But the central point is deeply rooted within us. I think we'll take a pause here, try to introspect on what we have read today, some of the salient points of what we just read, how to bring how to unite humanity, which has been divided by religious fanaticism, and how we are misusing the name of God to fight with each other, and how God is above religion and is found within the deep depth of our hearts. So there is a hope that this transformation will happen. So let's introspect on that. At 9 o'clock, we'll get into the universal prayer. Let's close our eyes and try to introspect on what we just read. It's 9 p.m. now, so let's start the universal prayer. I just read out what we are supposed to pray and what is the attitude which we should pray. Let's sit comfortably, gently close our eyes, and try to get into a very prayerful attitude that all brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. I'll repeat that again. We pray that all brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. हम गहरी प्रार्थना भाव में डूब जाएंगे और ये प्रार्थना करेंगे कि सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। फिर से पढ़ूंगा। हम ये प्रार्थना करेंगे कि सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। I'd just like to repeat that the words are not important. It is the attitude and the essence of the prayer which we should carry throughout the 15 minutes. So let's all pray for all brothers and sisters in this world. Thank you. When we are ready, we can gently open our eyes. Let's try to retain that condition of prayerful attitude as long as we can. In fact, Daji, when he was answering one of the questions at Goa yesterday, somebody asked him about his vision. What is his latest vision? He said, there is no latest vision as such. It started with Babuji saying that every house in this universe should be practicing heartfulness. So that is what we are trying to do in the 9 o'clock prayer. Let's keep that in mind. Thank you. Thanks a lot. A very sincere thanks from all of us. We have really can make a difference. So let's meet tomorrow again at 6 a.m. and let's do a bedtime prayer before we go. Reflect on our daily activities and in a supplicant mode, beg for forgiveness for unintentional mistakes committed from our side and resolve that we are not going to repeat those mistakes again. So see you all tomorrow. Good night.